So basically today we're talking about what is that polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is also known as PCOS. So before I talk about that, let me just give a small intro of myself. Hi everyone, my name is Lisha. So yeah, I have been living with PCOS for the past I don't know how many donkey years lah, because I've been having it since the age of 13. So today I'll be talking something that's very special to me, something about how I overcame this problem and how I'm helping other people, and I want you to help other people by my sharing today. So this is just a slide. You can see like my ovaries aren't polycystic, they're just ovary acting, means overacting. Like that's what a lot of people will say. So okay. So PCOS is something very common among women. It's like 1 in 10 women around you can be affected with PCOS. Just that we don't know. The person can be having the person can be like having very they can be very overweight, or they can be having like a lot of acne on the face. They can be having a lot of symptoms, but it's something that can easily go underdiagnosed. Like like underdiagnosed, like you cannot, people don't diagnose the thing because they think, oh, it's normal, I'm overweight because I'm overweight since I'm young, or I'm having acne because I'm having acne, because I'm going through a hormonal transition. So it's very easy for you to become misdiagnosed. And also it's very common these days in Malaysia that 1 in 10 women have PCOS. And it's also that you can see that it's very common around you, around everybody. You can know someone out of there saying, oh, I'm struggling to have kids, or I'm not having periods every month. So like I say, it's very very common to see people having PCOS currently in our generation. So basically, as you can see here, what are the symptoms? Sorry. What are the symptoms? Usually the common ones that you will see is hair loss. Hair loss is something very common that people experience, and I experience it myself. The hair loss is like when you wash your hair, you can actually, like, when you're pulling off, you can see like so much of strand, to a point where I actually thought I was having cancer and going for chemotherapy. That's how much of hair that I was losing. So next is something called hirsutism. Hirsutism, to make it more easy for y'all to understand, it's hair growth at your chin area and also your neck. That's what you call hirsutism. But in easier layman term, you can just say hair growth at the jawline and also the neck area. And you'll also have hair growth on your chest, your abdomen, which is your stomach, and also your back. Okay. And it also have pelvic pain. Pelvic pain is something that you'll have pain at your lower part of the abdomen. Like you can be doing work like on a random day, and suddenly you'll have like this sharp shooting pain where you like have to stop for a bit, and then you're like, why am I having this pain all of a sudden? It's a common thing that you will get. And overweight is very common. Like people with PCOS will always have higher BMI. So there is also another type of PCOS called lean PCOS. Lean PCOS is where they are not overweight, but they still have all these exact symptoms. But now, mostly commonly, you see about 90% of them, they are overweight. Their BMI is always on the overweight side or always on the obese side. And next is acne. Acne, the type of acne that you get with PCOS is called cystic acne. Cystic acne is where you have the acne that breaks out. You have all the oil and sebum on your face, where it's very oily and it's very and it pops out very, very fast, And also irregular periods. What is irregular periods? Means you don't have periods at all, where you can also have absence of period, means you don't have period, you don't get period for at least 1 year. Sometimes it can even go to more than that if you don't treat the problem. I have personally experienced, I didn't get my periods for almost 8 months without. After that, I had to go and get myself, go get medication. So next is infertility. Infertility is you can't conceive, or even if you conceive, you can't keep the baby can't stay in your womb. Even I have had clients who, before undergone TR90, they were pregnant, but they had spontaneous miscarriage, means they lost the baby, even though they were, they managed to get pregnant by going for fertility treatment, but they couldn't get the baby. So there also was a client of mine who actually paid 3,000 every month, where she went for fertility treatment. She actually did conceive, but she did lose the baby at the end. So it's a very like, it may look like a very simple issue, but it has a lot of widespread of problems, in a person having PCOS. And then next is high testosterone. And what is high testosterone? Is basically everybody in your body will have male hormones. Male hormone is called testosterone. So in a woman with PCOS, they will have a higher amount than a normal woman that has the normal woman who has testosterone, I mean the normal levels. So what will happen, that this lady will start having more more hair growth. So you will have more like guy-like features, hair growth on your chin. You start looking very muscular, and this is one of the contribution of when you have high male hormones. So next, as you can see, complications like the most complications that you can see is basically starts from insulin resistance. What is insulin resistant? To make it easy for you to understand is that your body becomes tired of producing insulin, because only when you produce insulin you can burn all the sugar that is coming in your body. So as over time progresses, what happens, you eat what is that, your body becomes tired of producing it, and you end up getting diabetes, you end up getting high blood pressure, you end up getting uterine cancer, you sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is when when you're sleeping at night, you don't have a proper sleep. You tend to get up in between, because you're not having a proper sleep, and you're very sleepy throughout the day because you can't sleep at night. And endometrial cancer is also a very common cancer that you get if you don't treat your PCOS from early young age. And also anxiety and depression is also very common for women with PCOS to have anxiety or depression, because due to the hormonal imbalance in the body, it tends to play a very significant role in anxiety and depression, where you get bouts of anxiety easily, and also like you get depressed very easily. You want to isolate yourself, and it's not up to a severeness where you have to get treatment for that. But sometimes there are people who get treatment for depression and anxiety with having underlying PCOS. And also they also at risk of getting breast cancer, and also, as I said, high cholesterol. The three highs, like diabetes, high blood pressure, also high cholesterol. So it's a very common complication for people with PCOS to have all this. I mean, especially these three, and also what I said earlier. Okay, so now you'll be wondering, what is the treatment options? Okay, so basically treatment options, when I went, or most of them that I know went, the only thing that they said was lose your weight, and they give you the contraceptive pills. So what is contraceptive pills? Is basically the pills that they give you, the birth control pills. Okay, so next you can see, like, and what are the other form of treatments, that they'll ask you to go on a gluten-free and a dairy-free diet. They'll ask you to lose weight. They said they don't care however you do it, you have to lose your weight. And also contraceptive pills, as you can see, I put an arrow there, like because contraceptive pills it doesn't solve the problem. It just causes more issues with your body, and it causes a lot of underlying issues, like you have weight gain, you have acne, and all other complications that relates to contraceptive pills. And they'll ask you, then you can see them telling, try to go do keto diet, try intermittent fasting, try starvation diet, try water diet, try don't eat, try crying, everything they ask you to try, because they'll want you to, the main things are, like I said, lose weight, lose weight, lose weight. And the best part, they will not tell you what to do. And I had tried everything here, and nothing worked. Okay, nothing worked. So finally, my savior, can you see Superman there? So yeah, Superman came in a form of TR90. So TR90 is basically how I was able to control my PCOS with losing my weight, and also losing and controlling my symptoms. So as you see in in TR90, you don't talk about weight loss. You mainly focus about fat loss. And also in PCOS, it's been stated that a woman that loses 10 to 15% of her body fat is known to get back her periods and also control her cycles. So I'll be breaking down on how each of the products in TR90 helps. Okay, so first is Jumpstart. So as you know, Jumpstart, why is Jumpstart important? Is that it's basically it helps with increasing your metabolism, appetite control, and also it helps you with fat reduction. So why is this important? A woman with PCOS, okay, they tend to have very abnormal eating habits. Like, they can be very normal. They can say, okay, I'm not hungry now. And then later on, after 10 minutes, they can start binge eating like 10 buns or something, and then later stop and say, hey, why I ate that? So the appetite control with a woman with PCOS is very abnormal. So how can Jumpstart play a role? It controls the appetite, and at the same time, it also helps you with fat reduction. It's a starter. You take it for the first 15 days. So it gets your body into the overhauling mode, which what you need with a woman with PCOS. So next is control and complex. How does this work? Like I said earlier, a woman with PCOS they have a very common habit of binge eating, and they can't control their appetite. So control and complex is known to control your appetite in a healthy way. Healthy way is like when you're craving, even when you're consuming it, you're craving for food, you'll want to eat a healthier choice, a healthier version of the food that you want to eat. Like you don't go and eat burgers or fries or something. So control and complex will give you a healthy maintenance of your appetite, and also will lead you in over time. In the 90 days, you notice that your eating pattern also will become healthy. So next is like what I said earlier, control and complex. So next is let's talk about Dream Shake. So as you know, as an information for you all, a woman with PCOS can't consume protein shakes. Okay, because when you consume protein shakes, it tend to mess up your hormones. Because when it mess up your hormones, you don't get your period, and also your symptoms become worse. Your hair growth becomes more. Your hair drops faster because a woman with PCOS is very sensitive to protein. Okay, so I personally have tried many protein shakes, and the only thing that happened, my periods disappeared, and also my symptoms became even worse. So when I tried a trim shake, I was stunned because like I didn't have any like adverse reaction from the shake. Like I didn't have any weight gain or any loss of period. Like the whole time I was taking it, it really helped me with my hunger, and I didn't have like the hunger pangs like I want to go and eat something. So why is trim shake the best compared to all the other protein shake is because of the ingredients. Like it's been the highest amount of ingredients is being chosen to make shake, and also the quality process it goes through the 6S process to make sure that it's the most quality product that you're drinking. So like you can see the ingredients there. So other protein shakes, you're not sure what is in the packet, what you're drinking, but in trim shake, you know 100% that the protein there will not mess up your hormones, and it's there to only build a healthy, to give you a healthy protein level in your body. Okay, so next is life pack. So life pack is basically very important. Why? Is because to make it simple, that a woman with PCOS will need a lot of supplements to control the symptoms. They'll need magnesium, vitamin B12, folate, inositol, iron, and acetylcysteine. A lot of supplements to control the what is that, the symptoms and also the weight. So as you can see in life pack, there is 40 types of like multivitamin antioxidants there, and can you see that whatever I stated is there? Iron is there, inositol is there, vitamin B12 is there, zinc is there. So if you were to buy all those supplement outside, you have to buy one bottle. Imagine if one bottle costs you, let's say, 100 ringgit. If you're going to buy six, how much are you going to spend? And to our benefit, we have life pack in tier 90, where it has everything like all in one. So it benefits you in like all of the supplements are in one, so it's easier for you to take all the four pills and be happy. So this is what you need for your body. Like rather than buying everything separately, everything is already in one, and this comes in an entire set. So basically, it's very important. Like I've said earlier, all the things in TR90 plays a very, very important role in helping a woman with PCOS. So if today you're contemplating, whether I should take or how am I supposed to talk to my clients, they need TR90. TR90 is the only way they can lose their weight, and the only way they can get back their periods and control their symptoms. Nothing else. I've tried everything else, nothing worked. Okay, so that's all for me. Thank you.